What is going on, everyone? Riddict here, and welcome to Off the Shelf Airguns. Today, continuing on with our less lethal series, we have the Umarex T4E Walther PDP. Oh yeah. This is actually a replica of a handgun, yet is a less lethal 43 caliber. All right. Now, before I keep going any further, I stress this all the time. I personally advocate for owning a firearm for your home defense. Shotgun, even a single shot, is perfect. However, I am fully aware and a realist and understand that there are a lot of people out there, maybe they don't want to own a firearm, maybe they're afraid to own a firearm or afraid of using them, they feel more comfortable with something like this. There's a lot of people around the world that just can't own one outright, but they could own something like this, and that's why we're taking a look at it, folks. And I'm interested by them because, quite frankly, they're air guns. So here it is, the Walther PDP T4E by Umarex, 43 caliber. It is a blowback. It can do rubber rounds, it can do paintballs. People use this for paintball and powder rounds. All right, definitely good for training or less lethal self-defense if you want to. All right, so cool thing about this is here's your magazine. All right, and in order to put your CO2 in, you don't need to go fumbling around looking for a tool, because the tool is actually right here on the back strap. Okay, the tool is built right into the back strap of the pistol. Now, unfortunately, with this one, I only have one type of ammo today, and that is the T4E rubber rounds. All right, but we're still gonna have some fun with it and see what we can do. All right, we are all loaded up with 8 rounds of the rubber rounds. Mag does hold 8, and like I said, very cool that your tool is right there. Your follower does lock down, so you can load the rounds in from the top. That's how they load in. Also with these, they do have a magazine that is a quick pierce, like you do on some of these less lethals. This is a more traditional, like a CO2 air gun with the Allen key, obviously I showed you. But they do make mags that are quick pierce, so keep that in mind. Here we go. All right, we're gonna start things off with a Pating, hopefully. Whoop, there it is, Pating. Once you're out at 10 yards or more, they're just not that accurate, guys. What about over here? Oh yeah, Pating, there we go, a little Kentucky windage solved the problem. If I got any left, we'll try Colonel Klink. Ha! Ha! I hit that can out there, wow. I did not expect that there. We did a Colonel Klink, it was very quiet. All right, move on to the next thing. Alrighty, we are loaded up with another mag of rubber rounds, and we're gonna go ahead and take a few shots at the Ballistic Dummy Lab head and see what we get, okay? The Burna did a number to his nose, but we still haven't really made him bleed yet. I'm hitting him, but he's not giving too much of a crap. That's that. Well, might sting a little, but it ain't gonna do a whole lot, guys. All right, we're all loaded up with another mag of rubber rounds. Let's see what we can do, if we can do any more damage to our Ballistic Dummy Lab head here. Bounce back. Missed him. Missed him again. There we go, that was a direct hit. Ooh, they're knocking the powder out of his nose. He was sniffing a little billy powder. Shot him in the face with in the last video with a powder round. It stuck in his nose. Broke his nose, that was funny. It's still flying out of him. And that's it. So, there you go. Now, that's obviously gonna hurt a lot, especially if you're at close range, but will it really stop someone? Probably not. If we had the powder rounds, we could see how the spray would look for if you had the pepper rounds, right? And that would be basically what I would go for with these, absolutely the pepper rounds, unless you know you're gonna be in a situation where you're in a close range situation and you have a mag full of one of the harder rounds, like the rubber or the kinetic rounds in the burner or something like that, whatever. But I think the best case and the best use is the pepper rounds with these, because if you can round off 8 rounds of pepper rounds right to directly in the face, it's gonna put them down for at least a few minutes, guys. So there is that. Let's do one more mag with something a little different. Alrighty, we are all loaded up one more time, and we're going to be seeing if we can hit this apple and orange and see what it does. Something a little different. We did this in a couple videos ago, I think, but figured I'd bring it back for this one. See what we can do anyway. Oh, come on. Knocked it off. Nope. Getting low on CO2. Oh well, we tried. We knocked the apple off. I think we hit the orange on there, but didn't really do a whole lot of damage. So there you have it, the Umarex T4E Walther PDP. Yes, sir. Not too bad. Pretty cool. Now, so far in all of these, we've looked at 3 different types, and so far, I'm liking the Byrna the best. I feel like it has the most impact, the most punch. I think that it's simply because Byrna has been really in the less lethal game a lot longer than maybe others have, and they've really fine-tuned and nailed down what it takes to really push them to the limit. So I really like the Byrna LE the best so far, but we still have more to come, and we're gonna see what happens. If you want to see more on this, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, so you're notified when I upload more videos, because we have a lot more to come with this, especially when I get different types of ammo for this one. I only have the 1 type right now, but we're going to get an array of different types in and really see what we can do with this, because I really like this, being that it is a replica and it's a training tool. It can be a paintball gun or a less lethal option. It's a whole wide array of things. So very cool stuff. With that said, I will catch you all down the road.